Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about crosshair placement and priming on the best map ever, Breeze. That is sarcasm, by the way. So Breeze is a pretty big map, pretty wide open areas. I'm going to start on A site just because A site is still, even after the map change, the most common site to be pushed and to have to defend. So we're going to be talking about where to place your crosshair there. I'm going to go through each section of the map, which includes hall, mid, elbow, and B. So I'm going to go ahead and start here though. Whenever you peek here, it is completely okay to peek from cave. If you do this, you're basically saying that you want to take an aim duel, and so where you want to look is right here. Or you don't need to necessarily place your crosshair, but you want to be looking for here and here. I usually place my crosshair right here, just because this is really the most common spot for people to kind of peek from. They can be here, but usually I look like right here. And then you kind of walk, you can cross to the right or walk up more, and you want to place crosshair to the left of right titty, and then to the right of left titty, and just all of this whole gap, people can be here quite often. I usually like to try to get to the, walk up to the right side here, and then here you can see I quickly shift my attention to this. This is called stairs, I think, just stairs. So there, they could be up here. Usually if people are going to be there, they're going to be head glitching right here. So if there's no one there, we might want to recheck all these spots, kind of wait for someone here, maybe like bait some shots, see if someone's wanting to come. You can dash here, but I'm just going to show you guys what I would clear. So I would clear left, of course, here. They can also be back in this corner, so just be aware of that. We also now want to clear the right corner. This was a corner before, but after this change, this big, thick chunk of wall was placed here, and now it's actually, it's basically impossible to see someone's gun from here, whereas before it was actually possible. So you definitely want to clear left and then right, and then continue walking out. Whenever you walk out, again, they can be back here and they can still be back sight, but what we're going to look at, we want to be careful here. We want to be careful mid doors and behind this box as possible. You can maybe spam it if you know there's one there. Otherwise, I would just run up to sight, clear the corner, walk up. Again, we're still not really sure maybe where they are, so just expecting anywhere. Normally, you don't really want to push this way too much, because if you push this way, you're kind of just allowing yourself to die. Although it's actually okay sometimes because you can take fights here, but just be aware of mid. If you can get up to like here, you can kind of sit behind around this yellow box. You can also play really close right here. This is quite strong because you see these whole boxes give me cover from mid, so I don't have to worry about that. All I have to worry about is here, potentially flank, and then if this door is opening. Usually just right here though. So otherwise, you're probably gonna want to sit somewhere here on site like this, or just come back and play. I know this guy isn't really about positioning, but figured I might as well just throw it in there. So, ooh. Pretty. Damn. Okay, so we're gonna go to mid now. I personally think that mid is my favorite place to go on this map, just because like pushing sites here, like see how tiny these little chokes are. It's like so hard to get out some of the time. So generally, I like to look for picks mid. I tell my team, all right, let's go A. I'll push mid to A. So whenever you're walking up here, you want to place your crosshair just like this. Slowly trace the outline of this corner here, as you guys see that I'm doing. And from here, I shift my attention over to the left here. See, check up here, like right here, and then up here. I usually actually almost always place my crosshair here. And then after I use this wall to block this, like this, and then I cross over to the left here, and then I'm looking up here now to see if anyone is looking over here. So basically what this looks like, as we're running up mid, the angle that we can see changes from like over here to over here, like this. So, you know, this is where I'm watching, and you can also see all the way back here once you get far enough up mid. And of course, you don't have to push this far up mid, but I do this quite often. So, see, I will look like this for a second, then I'll place my crosshair back here, check here, like this, and then also be aware of elbow. You don't really need to place your crosshair there always, unless you think someone's pushing there. Then you can also get all the way up here if you want to do this play. Like, lurking is quite good sometimes, so this is what you can do. Then you can cut off people in spawn, and so I'm not going to go any further than this, but that. So, yeah, but now if we don't want to go that way and say that we want to go toward mid doors, which is probably better if you're not a duelist, but I'm guessing most of you are duelists. So we're placing our crosshair like this, again just waiting for the peak. Now we're going to check here, nest, and then tunnel. Tunnel is very common to catch like a Viper rotating or anyone rotating from B after the enemy team realizes that you're probably going A. So here we're going to check all across this like little beam up top above it for headshots, and then right here, clear the right side. Sorry, clear right here. Now we're just kind of scanning on sight. There's no real exact point you need to place your crosshair here. You're just trying to scan for sight, and then see, I check up here, I check right over here behind the box, check up here. You don't really need to push up too much, but a really good spot you can get to is right here. And then if you can get up here, if you have all of sight, this is gonna allow you to have really a really good advantage on the enemy as long as this door isn't open. You can also come down here like this, just kind of wait. You don't have to, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over to elbow, and then we're gonna go B. So hopefully this is useful so far. So usually the barrier is like right here, or actually I think it's a little bit farther back. But yeah, we're gonna come here. Usually want to walk at the start of the round here, and then we're just gonna jiggle like this, and then see it, because like whenever you're attacking, the defenders can definitely peek you right here. So you want to be waiting and aware of that. So kind of like this, just kind of waiting, and then I shift walk up. They can of course maybe have crossed, but I usually just keep my crosshair like this, and then I'm placing my crosshair mid here, and then I'm checking up top, slowly clearing nest. Also be careful here, and then once you get up to here, you guys see that this is going to become in vision for me, so I have to be aware of that. You might want to just, usually I don't like walk up like this. I usually just turn, see if there's anyone peeking, and then go back to whatever direction I'm moving, because I don't want to be like looking here as I'm, you know, running toward B. I want to just slightly shift my attention just for a second, just see if anyone's there, and then now I'm working toward B. Now you need to see I'm again scanning. This is what we call this, just scanning for players, because I'm not placing my I'm not just gonna place my crosshair like right here and just walk in sight. That's just kind of weird. So we're kind of just like looking around, expecting any possible thing, any possible spots. Then I'm gonna walk back like this just to see if anyone's back sight. Then hopefully, if you're not lurking, your team should be coming B pretty soon. And you can also cut off rotations and spawn. Usually people won't expect that, so use that to your advantage. Another thing that we can do is maybe walk up from elbow to nest. So we want to place our crosshair toward B. Again, be careful down here, just maybe periodically check it. Then we're gonna jump up here, care B, and now you're in the same spot as if you walked up from here earlier. And now we're gonna go ahead and go all the way over to B. And there's actually two ways to start here. First, you have over back here. I'm gonna show you this one first. This one you should be doing much less, because usually when you go B, you want to kind of get ready to run in. But if you have a vandal, you have knives, you have an op, you can peek like this. Check this side first. People don't really peek from B very often. Sometimes they might, but then you can check right here. You can actually, now there's this box, but you can see like this little gap right here from the far left of this window. So check those, and usually you just jump out, and I'll just kind of like, you know, be looking as deep as possible, because this angle, you see it covers a lot of sight, so you kind of just see if they're going to run into your vision. Check behind the wall. This is called wall. So now I'm going to go to where the barrier starts here, and we're just going to kind of clear this. So usually you want to check right here. This happened yesterday. A sage ran in, grabbed the orb with a classic, and killed me, because I'm trash, quite frankly. So you want to hold this, and now we're going to slowly peek out here. Check right here. Here, over here is where their heads can be peeking out. So you can check, you can hold this for like a couple seconds, and then check left side of pillar, and then right side back here, the wall. And usually, of course, this isn't going to be as easy to do, because there's going to be like a viper orb, something cringe like a sage wall. I didn't realize that was a watchtower. That's actually sick. But yeah, so there's going to be something here, but let's just assume that there's not. Like say the orb's down or something. So now we're going to want to clear right. This spot is broken on defense, by the way, so if you don't use this, maybe try to use this. It's really good. But yeah, clear the right like this, and then clear. You want to clear right here first, and then right here. People almost always sit behind this box, not right here, because this is a little more vulnerable. People will sit here. Vipers will definitely sit here a lot of the time, though. So do clear the right side, and also be aware of tunnel. I don't think I mentioned that, but just all wall back here, tunnel, like back pillar back here. These are all possible fair game places for the enemy to peek from. So we really want to get into sight as fast as possible to minimize how many places they can peek us from. So clear in here. Usually as Jett, I'm the one running out towards sight, because like there's going to be a viper wall covering me. So I'll be, if it's not, I'll be checking mid here like this. And then it's also very common to play back here. But, you know, so let's say we walk up to this side though. So we clear the right, we're aware of tunnel, clearing right here. Checking tunnel or nest even up here. And then here, I'm just going to slowly peek a back sight like this. There's a very good chance that a Viper or a Sage is playing all the way back here. Some other potential spots that enemies can be now is up here. Like, duelist players might peek or opt from here, so be careful of that. It doesn't look like you can jump up here, but you can updraft up here. So you can also updraft over there. And also, if you're attacking, you can get into this spot right here. People are probably not going to be clearing this because this is a new update to the map. And just psychologically, people don't clear spots that are new. Like new maps, people don't know what to clear. So probably in the highest level of play, people are already clearing this because they just know to clear stuff. But even in like Immortal, people are probably not clearing this spot. So you might as well use it. This is spammable, all spammable, so be careful. But at least give it a shot, I would suggest. So yeah, other than that, guys, hopefully this is useful. You guys have been loving the guides and all the content I've been putting out recently, so thank you very much for the support. If you guys have any suggestions, comments, concerns, whatever, hate comments, leave them in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to respond to them. But anyways, guys, stay sexy. I'll see you guys in the next one.